Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a soft rhinestone look. Of course, I've already got one half of my face started. So we're going to do this same thing on the other side of my face. So for my base color, I went in with my Morph palette with this dark brown. I basically just went in and started packing it as my base color and just moving it around because I also want this to blend out into my transition color, which I'm going to go ahead and use my Juvia's palette. I went in with the colors Sama and Karufa there. I'm just going to place this right above where I placed that brown, below the brow bone, so that it has a nice transition color. I'm just going to pack that in and just try and blend it in a little bit, just so it's a smooth transition. Now that I got that done, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is what I like to do, just so that I can blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh and it just blends out really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and go on with my flat brush and my color Cream Beige and my LA Pro Concealer and cut my crease now. When I cut my crease, usually I place some on my eye and then look up so I can get a nice clear idea of where my line needs to be cut at. Now I'm going to go on with my Sweet Oasis palette from Morph with the color Take Me Back, and I'm going to go ahead and set my crease with this color. With that same palette, I went in with the color Shady Spot. I went and packed it over the white just to give it an ombre effect. I'm just going to move my brush and strokes back and forth lightly over it so it can give that ombre effect. Now everything is coming together, looks good. I'm going to go ahead and go on with my Kiss liquid liner and go ahead and start doing my wing. Now that the wing is all done, it's rhinestone time, and I did go ahead and start doing the rhinestones on my wing off camera just because it is a tedious process, but I am at the end here showing you how I put them on the end of my wing. Okay, now that we got the wing all blinged out, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the face now. I already had half of my face done, so we're going to do it like the other side. I'm going to go in with my NARS Light 3 Honey shade and my LA Pro Concealer shade in Pure Beige. I'm placing the NARS a little bit closer to the corner of my eye, and then placing that Pure Beige on the outer corner, and then just doing the rest of my face here. As you can see, I'm just going to blend this out and blend it into my skin. And when you're blending, you just want to make sure you're like tapping, not dragging. Just tap it into your skin so that it blends like butter. And the brush I'm using here is a Real Technique Setting Brush 2.0. And I'm just blending it into my skin. And everything should just blend down just like butter. Like I said before, it should be a smooth transition. If your concealer does dry, you want to make sure you just spray that. Don't let it dry too much. I like to keep it moist because it's easier to move. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead with the Aspirin Loose Face Powder and set that concealer there. And then I'm just going in and just setting my face and pressing that in as I go, because I am going to go over it with another one. Just going over the spots where I put concealer just so that I can set it. Now I have my black opal in the shade Carbon. I'm going to go on with first. I like to use the lighter color first just to carve out my jawbone and give it some depth. And then you'll see me later on go on top of that in the shade of ebony brown. Right now I'm just going to blend it out. I'm blending it up and just patting it in my skin. Like I said, you want it to melt like butter so that you can have a smooth finish on your face, so everything just looks really nice and smooth. And the brush you see me using, it's a Real Technique brush, number 401. I use this for my foundation as well, so that's why I'm going back in with that. I'm just blending everything together now. Now you see me here with that second shade. Like I said, I like to give my jawbone some depth, and I feel like going in with that second color just kind of does it for me. And since this is cream, when I'm done packing everything together, I want to head and went in with my Black Radiance palette, medium to dark, and just went ahead and set that so that everything just stays in place. Okay, I'm going to go on my Laura Mercier translucent powder in this shade Honey. I love this. This is my favorite. Here, you just going to see me pressing it in and just moving it. You don't want to drag it because you don't want to lose too much of that. But then I'm going to go ahead and carve out my jawbone here and just give it some more depth so it doesn't look so flat. Here I'm just basically just brushing it away a little bit and blending it down into my skin so everything has a smooth transition. I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix. Please don't ask me what number, what kind. I don't use this so much, it don't wear off the back of it, so I would not know. But it's closer to my skin tone, and I like to use this just to blend everything in together. It gives it such a smooth transition. Like, I love it so much. Now we're going to do some blush. I'm going to be using my Revolution makeup palette. I left my blushes in the car and I did not feel like going outside to get them, so I'm going to use my palette. The color is Forced in this palette, and I always try and use a pinkish blush. I like going in with that. It sets really pretty, especially for this face. I think that was definitely nice. So yep, I'm just going to blend it out, blend it down into the skin so it looks really nice. For my under eye, I'm just going to use a black pencil, going in on that waterline there, and then I'm going to use a flat brush and just go ahead and brush that out so it gives it a more dark look under there. I like to use black under my eye. Now I'm going in my Wet n Wild highlighter powder in the shade Blossom Glow. I am still a highlight girl. I do still use it. I love highlights a lot. So I'm just going to place it on my jawbone, and then I'm going to go ahead on the bridge of my nose, and then at the tip of my nose is where I usually place it, and then I'm going to go ahead and then just blend it out. I did go ahead, sometimes I do get carried away with it. I did go ahead though and throw some highlight on the top of my brow just to give it a little pop up there. Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my brown lip liner with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Eclair. Then I'm going to top that with some clear coat. And I do like to add beauty marks. I have some, so I am adding them. They aren't there, but those are where I like to usually place them. I'm setting my face, and voila. I'm done. So this look still gave soft, elegant, but with a pop of glam. If you like this look and you want to see more from me, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for coming back.